1. George Washington, the first President of the United States, 1789 to 1797. He is known as the father of his country for leading the nation during its founding. 2. John Adams, the second President, 1797 to 1801, and a key figure in the American Revolution. He helped draft the Declaration of Independence. 3. Thomas Jefferson, the third President, 1801 to 1809, and principal author of the Declaration of Independence. He is known for the Louisiana Purchase. 4. James Madison, the fourth President, 1809 to 1817, often called the Father of the Constitution, for his role in drafting and promoting the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights. 5. James Monroe, the fifth President, 1817 to 1825, known for the Monroe Doctrine, which warned European powers against further colonization in the Americas. 6. John Quincy Adams, the sixth President, 1825 to 1829, and son of John Adams. He was known for his strong opposition to slavery and support for infrastructure improvements. 7. Andrew Jackson, the seventh President, 1829 to 1837, known for his populist approach and the Indian Removal Act, which forced Native Americans off their ancestral lands. 8. Martin Van Buren, the eighth President, 1837 to 1841. He faced economic challenges, including the Panic of 1837, and was a key organizer of the Democratic Party. 9. William Henry Harrison, the ninth President, 1841. He served the shortest term, dying just 31 days after taking office, primarily known for his role in the Battle of Tippecanoe. 10. John Tyler, the 10th President, 1841 to 1845. He was the first vice president to assume the presidency after the death of a sitting president, advocating for annexation of Texas. 11. James K. Polk, the 11th President, 1845 to 1849. He is known for territorial expansion, including the acquisition of Oregon and the Mexican-American War. 12. Zachary Taylor, the 12th President, 1849 to 1850, a war hero from the Mexican-American War. He died in office after just 16 months, leaving unresolved issues over slavery. 13. Millard Fillmore, the 13th President, 1850 to 1853. He supported the Compromise of 1850, which aimed to ease tensions between free and slave states. 14. Franklin Pierce, the 14th President, 1853 to 1857. His administration was marked by controversy over the Kansas-Nebraska Act, which increased tensions over slavery. 15. James Buchanan, the 15th President, 1857 to 1861. He struggled with divisions in the country over slavery and is often criticized for his inaction leading up to the Civil War. 16. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President, 1861 to 1865. He led the nation through the Civil War and is known for the Emancipation Proclamation, which freed enslaved people in Confederate states. 17. Andrew Johnson, the 17th President, 1865 to 1869. He succeeded Lincoln and faced challenges during Reconstruction, often clashing with Congress over civil rights for freed slaves. 18. Ulysses S. Grant, the 18th President, 1869 to 1877, and a Union general during the Civil War. He worked to protect the rights of African Americans, but faced corruption scandals in his administration. 19. Rutherford B. Hayes, the 19th President, 1877 to 1881. He ended Reconstruction by withdrawing federal troops from the South and focused on civil service reform. 20. James A. Garfield, the 20th President, 1881. He served only a few months before being assassinated. He advocated for civil service reform and was a former Civil War general. 21. Chester A. Arthur, the 21st President, 1881 to 1885. He succeeded Garfield and is known for implementing civil service reforms and modernizing the U.S. Navy. 22. Grover Cleveland, the 22nd and 24th President, 1885 to 1889, 1893, 1897. He was the only president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms and is known for his conservative fiscal policies. 23. Benjamin Harrison, the 23rd President, 1889 to 1893. He signed the Sherman Antitrust Act to combat monopolies and was involved in foreign affairs, including the annexation of Hawaii. 24. William McKinley, the 25th president, 1897 to 1901. He led the nation during the Spanish-American War and was assassinated in 1901, advocating for protective tariffs. 25. Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th president, 1901 to 1909. He is known for his progressive reforms, trust-busting policies, and conservation efforts, including the establishment of national parks. 26. William Howard Taft, the 27th president, 1909 to 1913. He continued Roosevelt's progressive policies but faced challenges with the Republican Party, later becoming Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. 27. Woodrow Wilson, the 28th president, 1913 to 1921. He led the U.S. during World War I and is known for his 14 points and the League of Nations, although the U.S. did not join. 28. Warren G. Harding, the 29th president, 1921 to 1923. He promised a return to normalcy after WWI, but his administration was marred by scandals like the Teapot Dome. 29. Calvin Coolidge, the 30th president, 1923 to 1929. He believed in limited government and economic prosperity during the Roaring Twenties, emphasizing business and laissez-faire policies. 30. Herbert Hoover, the 31st president, 1929 to 1933. He was in office during the Great Depression, and his efforts to combat the economic downturn were seen as ineffective.